Babysitter's Little Sisters by Katy, Farina. Chapter 1. My name is Karen Brewer. I'm 6, going on 7 years old, and I think I'm very lucky. I'm lucky because my little brother Andrew and I have 2 families. Are you ready for a weekend at Daddy's house? Yup. Mommy and Daddy got divorced and then married other people, so now I have lots of 2s. I also have 2 houses. One is big and one is small. Mommy and Seth live at a little house. A whole bunch of people live at the big house. Here are the good things about having 2 families. Birthdays and Christmas. And all those other 2s. Here are the bad things about having 2 families. Different rules. I forgot the spying rule a lot. Andrew and I live at the big house every other weekend. The house is noisy and busy, and someone is always there to play with me. Also, a witch lives next door. I know she's a witch because I spy on her all the time. Daddy's rule is no spying, but I can't help it. A witch is scary, but interesting. The witch says her name is Mrs. Porter, but I call her Morbidda Destiny. Smells funny, long black robes, wispy gray hair, herbs garden for spells, midnight. I once told Christy. She put 3 spells on Boo Boo this year. Christy doesn't believe she's a witch. It just goes to show that even when you're 13, you don't know everything. If you live next door to a witch, wouldn't you spy? It's important to know what she's up to. Bye, Mommy. Love you. See you Sunday. No one else believes she's a witch, but I know about Morbidda Destiny. I know she's a witch, and I have to protect my family. Hey, wait up. Doesn't it feel like fall too? Yup, but it isn't. I know, but doesn't it feel like it? Yup. It's gray and chilly, and the wind is blowing, and look at that full moon. It's fall. Not really, but it feels like it. A good night for witching. Hello everybody, we're here. Hi you guys. Hi Daddy. Come put your backpacks away. Okay. Hi Shannon, hi Boo Boo. Hello Tricky, hello Moosey. Looks like I'm babysitting you, David, Michael, and Andrew tonight. Yay! See ya. We're gonna be late for the dance. Bye, Daddy. Bye, Elizabeth. Have fun, everyone. Well, guys, it's just us. Do you want to play Old Maid? Is that coming from the front door? That's Boo Boo. I'll let him in. Chapter 2. What is it? What's the matter? What's the matter? That is the matter. Midnight? So what? He probably just wants to play with Boo Boo. But Chrissy, that's the witch's cat, or maybe the witch herself. And he's blinking at me. I know he's here to put a spell under. Maybe Morbidda Destiny wants to turn me into a cat. Why would she want to do that? Let's finish our game. Andrew and David Michael are waiting for us. Christy, I'm scared. Oh, Karen, it'll be alright, really. What took you so long? For your information, it was not Boop at our door. Who was it then? It was Midnight. Morbidda Destiny's cat? You guys, what's the big deal? The big deal is that it's the witch's cat. Or the witch herself. Wasn't our front porch. Midnight has never come over before. I wonder why he chose tonight. Maybe because it's a full moon? The wind is blowing? It's a witchy autumny night. I think you're scaring your brother. Christy, let's not play Old Maid anymore. Let's read stories. But not witch stories. I want witch stories. I know a witch story that's not scary. It's called The Tooth Witch. It's about a good witch who becomes a tooth fairy. That sounds boring. Now I want another witch story. Not me. No more witch stories. Me neither. No more stories at all. It's bedtime anyway. Go on upstairs and brush your teeth, all three of you. And Karen, when you're ready for bed, I'll read you the Lilith Witch. Deal? Deal. Everyone hop into bed. Are you ready for your bedtime story? Once upon a time, there were but all the witches. I would like that book even better if it didn't have our own witch next door. We don't. We do. Good night. Stop thinking about witches. Chapter 3. Do you want to know a secret? I'm afraid of the dark. Not very afraid, just a little afraid. Well, maybe more than a little afraid. But don't think I'm a baby about it. I'm not sleepy. Too spooky. Karen, what are you doing? Nothing. Morbidda Destiny is a witch. That's a fact. I've seen her in her witchy black clothes lots of times. I've seen her funny hair. I've seen her herbs, and I've seen her broom. But do you want to know something strange? I've never seen her ride a broom. All witches ride brooms. Maybe witches only ride brooms at night. That would make sense. If they rode them in daytime, people would see them. I'll watch Morbidda Destiny's house until I see her get on her broomstick. Then I'll call Christy. When Christy sees Mrs. Porter riding a broom, she'll finally believe that she's a true witch. Karen, what's wrong? Are you sick? Did you hurt yourself? Turn off the light. Now come look out the window. Hurry! I don't see anything. Me neither. Then why did you scream? Because Mrs. Porter really is Morbidda Destiny, the witch. I saw her and Midnight fly out the window on a broomstick. Oh, Karen, you must have been dreaming. I wasn't. I hadn't gone to sleep yet. Are you sure? You went to bed an awfully long time ago. I did? Karen, would you like to sleep in my room tonight? Can I bring my nightlight and Moosey and Tinkly? Of course. I'm going to pull the shades down so we can't see outside. I'd like that. Are you sleepy yet? No, I'm too scared. Still? A little. Karen, I've never seen you so scared. Calm down. I can't. Mrs. Porter's a witch. Open the door wider, please. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time. Chapter 4. Oh, Morbidda Destiny! Did last night really happen? All quiet. Good morning. Good morning. Where's Daddy? He's out front working in the garden. Do you have any crunchos? I think so. Today is going to be a special day. Something interesting is going to happen. Time to check on Morbidda Destiny's house. Nothing. Nothing. Still nothing. Karen? What are you doing? Looking at Morbidda Destiny's house. You know what? I don't think she's home. So? I don't think she ever came back after she flew off last night. And you know what that means, right? What? It means she's at a witch meeting. Something is going to happen. Soon. Karen. Christy. I'll get it. What if it's Morbidda Destiny? Who is it? It's Hanny. Oh, Hanny, yay! Hanny Papadysky, best friend, when at Daddy's. You'll never believe this. Oh. Hey, I have an idea. Let's pretend we're good witches. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. We need Boo Boo. We have to make him sit on one of the brooms. There he is. Wake up, wake up. Get on the broomstick. Oh, never mind. Come on, Hanny. You'll be Witchy Witch, and I'll be Samantha Twitchit. Now let's make up witch rhymes. Witch rhymes? Yes, listen to this one. Witch Witch, you give me a twitch. You make my ear itch. Witching time, making up a witching rhyme. The witch at night gave me a fright. She was a very scary... Shh, listen. Oh no. Chapter 5. It's Morbidda Destiny. Oh no. Why are her hat and broomstick? I guess she doesn't need them in the garden. Oh, let's get out of here. Come on, she knows we're here. She's cackling at us. No, she's not. At least I don't think she is. She's cackling at midnight. I can see him now. I know what I'm doing is spying. I can't help it. I just have to hear what Morbidda Destiny is saying. Still hidden. Phew. Midnight? 12 o'clock. Midnight. Does she mean the cat or the middle of the night? Important meeting. My stomach feels funny. Company coming. Ouch! You're holding my hand too tight. You're gonna squeeze my fingers off. Sorry. Yes, we must be ready. Ready? Oh no. Oh no, oh my gosh! Whoops. Who's that? Who's there? Honey, this is terrible. I know she almost caught us. Not that. That's not the scary, terrible part. The scary, terrible part is a witch meeting. I don't know where Morbidda Destiny went last night. That doesn't matter now. But you heard her. When she was in the garden, she said, midnight, important meeting, company coming, we must be ready. Morbidda Destiny is going to have a meeting of witches at her house at midnight tonight. No, you're wrong, Karen. Morbidda Destiny was talking about midnight the cat. Was not. She meant midnight the time. I'm sure of it. Oh, Karen, this is terrible. I know, that's what I said. Thanks, Shannon. Hi, girls. What have you been up to? Nothing! What have you been up to? Gardening? I feel like I'll plant a herb garden somewhere. I should talk to Mrs. Porter about that. No! Whoops. Karen, for goodness sake, what's wrong? I'm sorry. Why did you scream? Don't you want your father to talk to Mrs. Porter? She's perfectly nice. Your grandma's a good friend of hers. I don't want to think about Grandma being friends with a witch. Oh, I don't like herbs. Please don't grow them, Daddy. They're gross. Come on, Hanny, let's go to my room. That was close. I didn't want Daddy to know we've been spying. But oh, Hanny, just think. Tonight at midnight, a whole flock of witches is going to be right next door. Chapter 6. Bedtime. Daddy, can Christy come up and read me a story? I'll ask her. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. See you in the morning light. Good night, Karen. Good night, Missy. Oh, goody. Can you read The Little Witch, please? Again? Why do you want to hear it? It always scares you. Okay then, little toot. Ever After. The end. Can we please read The Littlest Witch now? Please? Christy? Yes? I have to tell you a secret. Tonight, a witch meeting is going to be held next door at Morbidda Destiny's house. 100, maybe even 1,000 witches will be there. Now, don't you go spying again tonight, Karen. You imagine all sorts of things. I'm not imagining. I mean, I won't be. There really will be a witch meeting tonight. Warlocks too? What are warlocks? Boy witches? There are boy witches? I didn't know that. This meeting could be huge. Do you want to sleep in my room again? You look scared. Boy witches? I'm not scared. You sure look scared. Well, I'm not. Besides, I have a plan. I can't do my plan in Christy's room. Thank you for asking, though. I'll be fine. All right. Good night, then. And good night, Moosey. And good night, Chris and Amanda Thomas. Only one light on. Time to get ready. I found this old alarm clock in the basement. How do you set an alarm clock? Yes, there you go. This is my plan. The alarm clock will wake me up before midnight. The witches will fly to Morbidda Destiny's house. I'll watch them go inside. Then if they start to do anything strange, I'll wake up the whole neighborhood. It's the witches! The witches are up on their tricks! I'll be a hero of Stony Brook. I'll probably even get a parade. The alarm didn't go off? Morbidda Destiny must have put a spell on it. She must have figured out my plan. I bet she put a spell on the whole neighborhood too. Something to keep us all asleep. That's the only way to hold a witch meeting, of course. That Morbidda Destiny is just too smart. I wonder what happened at the meeting. What did they talk about? What did they decide? There's only one way to find out. Spy, without getting caught. Today's my last chance for 2 weeks. Mom's picking up Andrew and me soon. Today is going to be a big day. Chapter 7. Perhaps I should put the herb garden in the back. If I start near Mrs. Portergarden, she can give me a hand from time to time. Is Daddy crazy? Her magic herbs will get mixed up with our regular ones. Then again, having our own herb garden means I can get herbs whenever I want. Maybe I can learn some protective spells. Play in the yard, Karen. It's quiet. No forgotten brooms, no lost hats, no black cats that don't belong here. Nothing. How boring. Someone or something is in our tool shed. Karen? Oh no. Karen? It's Daddy. Karen! Hi! What were you doing back here? Oh, I'm back here looking for my ring. That beautiful ring from the cereal box? I know Daddy will remember that ring. Andrew and I had a big fight over it. We both wanted it. Alright, I'll help you look. Shoot. Why do you think the ring might be back here? I've looked everywhere else. That's too bad, honey. Oh well, maybe I'll get another one sometime. Thanks for helping me look. Phew. Another close call. As soon as Daddy leaves, I can go back to spying. Still quiet. Quiet as a tombstone. Tombstone. Now that's a scary word. I wonder why I thought about tombstones. Let's see. Graveyards, misty nights, ghosts. Karen Brewer, you're spying, aren't you? Yes, and you nearly scared me half to death. It would serve you right. You're not supposed to be spying, you know that. It's a rule. Are you going to tell? Maybe. Would you stop it? Oh, there's Marianne and her dad. Gotta go, see you later, and quit spying. Daddy's going back to the yard? Perfect. Now I can spy from the front. A broom? Yikes. What is she doing? Oh, she's sweeping the steps. Do they really need to be swept? Maybe she's trying to make people forget that she's a witch. Now she has hedge clippers? Oh, a bouquet. She's just cutting more herbs and talking to Daddy. Sweeping the steps, cutting flowers and herbs. She seems to be getting ready for something. But what? The witch meeting happened last night, didn't it? Who are those people? They don't look very witchy. A casserole, cookies, books. But with witches, it's hard to tell. I need Hanny right now. Chapter 8. Hanny, you won't believe this. What is it? I was wrong about the witch meeting. Morbidda Destiny didn't have it last night. She's having it right now. When she said 12 o'clock, she meant noon today, not midnight last night. But I heard her say midnight. Oh, she was just talking to her cat. But you said, never mind that. Listen, the witches are all arriving right now. Some warlocks, too. I've been watching them. You have? Were they parking their brooms? I always wondered about that. Well, that's the weird thing. They're not riding on brooms. They're coming in cars. I don't know why. They're bringing food and books and papers. The papers must be spell books. And the papers must have spells written on them. New spells that they need to practice. Are you sure? Yes, and you know what? We have to go over there. We have to stop the meeting. We have to save our neighborhood. Can't someone else do it? No one else knows about the meeting. Besides, don't you want to be a hero? The mayor would give us a parade, and maybe even medals. The mayor would give everyone a day off school, too. That would be fun. But you don't want to go to Morbidda Destiny's house, do you? That would be crazy. They'd be practicing spells. You said so. They'd probably put a spell on us. Then we'll protect ourselves. Before we go into the witch's house, we'll go to her garden. We'll cut some herbs and take them with us. I don't know. And we'll make up our own spell. A spell to use against witches. Oh, Karen? What? This doesn't sound like a good idea, that's all. It sounds dangerous. Honey, don't we always decide to use my ideas? Yes. And isn't it always okay? No. Remember that time you said dandelions have so many flowers in there they would never miss one? So we dug one up and Mrs. Daniel caught us and we got in trouble. Well, and what about the time you said let's spray Noodle with perfume and it will make the dog smell away? Remember that? We used Mommy's good perfume and Noodle smelled awful, even after 2 baths. Honey, I was just... Besides, what do you know about witch spells and herbs? Plenty. I live next to a witch, don't I? Yes. Believe me, I know enough. Now, are you going to help me? Are you going to save our neighborhood and be a hero? I guess. Great, let's go. Wait, let me tell Mommy and Daddy. Don't you tell them anything. We just need to take a few leaves. Which ones? Spells always say things like a speck of cinnamon or a pinch of, say, garlic. How do we know which one we need? And how do we know which is which? Stop asking so many questions. Any old leaves will do. But what about the magic? Aren't those magic herbs? Of course, that's why they'll protect us. Now go get some stuff. Me? You go. They smell funny. Never mind that. Put them on the ground while we make a spell. Now for the spell, how about Eye of Bat and Tail of something protect us from the witch's powers? If we say that, don't we need to have the Eye of a Bat and Tail of something? Oh yeah, I guess so. How about which witch go away, come again another day? No, we don't want the witches to come back. Oh yeah. Alright, I've got one. Here are the witches. We'll give them a whack, so they can't hurt us and never come back. We'll give them a whack? I just mean with our spell. We won't really hit them. Now come on, we have to learn the spell fast. If there's any trouble in Morbidda Destinies, this is what we'll do. First, we put the herbs in our pocket. If there's trouble, touch the herbs with one hand. With the other hand, hold to me tight. And then we say our spell together, okay? Okay, how does the spell go again? Here are the witches, we'll give them a whack so they can't hurt us and never come back. Now, are you ready? What are we doing first? We're going to walk over to Morbidda Destiny's house and ring her bell. When she answers the door, we'll march right into the meeting. We will? Yes, and we'll say, okay, all you witches and warlocks, we know what you're up to. You better leave our neighborhood alone. See, honey, as soon as they realize that we know what they're doing, they'll have to stop. It's simple. Let's get going. Oh, Karen, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Chapter 9. I have to admit something. Please don't ring that doorbell. I'm pretty scared. Karen, let's go. Annie, look at all the cards. Think of how many witches and warlocks are inside Morbidda Destiny's house right now. Think of what they might be planning. We have to go see. Think of how much trouble we'll be in. We will not get in trouble. We're going to get a parade and a day off from school. Maybe crowns and medals. Well, I'm not sure about that. I just need Annie to come with me. Oh no. Well, what do we have here? Hi, Mrs. Porter, can we come in? What's that? We'd like to come in. Well, of course. Karen, don't you think we should go home? It's lunchtime. I bet our parents are wondering where we are. It's too late. The meeting will be over soon. We have to talk to the witches now. What can I do for you? Did you say what I can do to you? We would like to go to the party, please. Ah, certainly. I have to admit it. The witches sound awfully friendly. A lot of witches came to the meeting. Books about plants? Spells? Are they giving each other spells? They seem nice. They look like they're having fun. Well, of course, witches are always nice to other witches. It's real people like us who have to worry, so keep your head on your herbs. Okay, now I have to make a speech. Excuse me? I want to... Speak up, you're mumbling. I want to say something. My name is, it's... Karen. Oh yeah, right, it's Karen. And this is my friend, Hanny. We know your secret. We know you're witches and warlocks. What? No, really. We know the truth. And Hanny and I have come to... Well, if you try to do anything to your neighborhood, we might tell our parents, so... Oh no, honey, they're gonna get us. Quick, the spell. Hear the witches. We'll give them a smack. Not smack, honey, it's whack. Hear the witches. We'll give them a whack, so they can't hurt us and ever... Karen Brewer? It is you. I couldn't see you from back there. Grandma Packet, Mommy's mother. Grandma, you're a witch too? I'm not a witch. Neither is anyone here. This is a meeting of the Sunnybrook Gardeners Club. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on, but I want you to apologize, Karen. You too, Hanny. Apologize to Mrs. Porter and her guests. Then I'm going to take you home. I have a feeling that Hanny and I are in trouble. Big trouble. Chapter 10. I'm sorry. I hate apologizing. Let's go. Now, honey, you can go straight home, please. Okay. As for you, young lady, just what do you think you were doing? Saving our neighborhood? Hello? Watson? Elizabeth? Mother Packet? let me tell you what your daughter has done. I need to return to the meeting now. I hope my friends won't laugh at me too much. Karen Brewer, I hope you can explain yourself. I hope I can too. See, I thought the meeting next door was a witch meeting. I kept seeing people with books and... Were you spying? Is that why you thought that? I guess I have to tell on myself. Yes, I was spying. Is Karen gonna get in trouble now? Alright kids, go find something to do. Watson and I need to talk to Karen alone. You better tell us the story from the beginning. Oh, Karen. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. We know that. You thought you were being helpful to the neighborhood. But Karen, honey, you have to understand that what you did was wrong. Imagine how Mrs. Porter feels now. You walked into her house and called her and her guests witches. That's another thing. This witch business has gone too far. There's no such thing as witches. Mrs. Porter is not a witch. I'm in big trouble, aren't I? Not too big. You thought you were doing something good, something brave. Right, we can't punish you for that. But you were spying, Karen. You did a lot of that this weekend. Don't we have a rule about that? What's the rule? No spying on the neighbors. Right, or anyone else. But you spied and got into a big mess. So you owe Mrs. Porter an apology. I already apologized. You owe her a note. Daddy and Elizabeth helped me write a note to the witch. Dear Mrs. Porter, I'm so sorry I ruined your meeting. I'm sorry I called you and your friends witches. I did not mean it. I'm very, very sorry. Karen. Promise you won't spy anymore, Karen? I promise. No, I want to hear you say it. I promise I won't spy anymore. I won't spy very much, only when I really need to. Now that the letter is done, it's time for Mommy to pick us up. Bye, Moosey. Heard any good spells lately? Better watch out of Mrs. Porter will make us grow a nose on our forehead. Oh, you guys, Hanny and I knew it was our gardening meeting. We knew it all along. Sure you did. We did. We just wanted to make Mrs. Porter smile. She's so lonely. Yeah, right. I love you, Karen. Forget about witches. Bye, everyone. Even after everything that happened, I know that Mrs. Porter really is a witch. Even she really did have a gardening meeting, but she's still a witch. After all, didn't I see her fly away on a broom? Morbidda Destiny's a witch, a clever witch, and I'm the only one who knows it.